Britain's longest-serving monarch was very much at peace at Balmoral Castle, the residence where Elizabeth spent the final days of her illustrious reign. The Queen was described by CBS News Mark Phillips as being entirely okay with the notion of passing away at the royal family's famed Scottish estate. Phillips told CBS, "We've learned in one report about the last few days that she spent at Balmoral, in which several people have reported that she seemed very with it. Chirpy was one description that we heard. But it also turns out that the local vicar, the local cleric who was brought in to deliver a sermon at the Royal Chapel over the weekend, had a couple of meals with the Queen then in the palace, and he talked about, of course, Shush as a woman known for having had a great deal of faith. Her lack of any fear or looking for not looking forward to but her acceptance of the hereafter, without mentioning, of course, that it was as imminent as it proved to be. But that she was very much at peace with the idea of being at Balmoral, which was her favourite place, and that whatever would happen, and she was entirely okay with that." The RT Rev Dr. Ian Greenshields was invited last weekend to give a sermon at the local parish church Elizabeth usually attended while at Balmoral Castle. She did not attend the service, but Greenshields dined and lunched with the monarch while there. She looked quite frail to begin with, but Shush is 96, of course. But when she sat down and she started talking, you knew you were in the presence of the Queen, he told Reuters. She just had a remarkable ability to put you at ease, and she really had done her homework. She knew who she was talking to, and had a phenomenally good memory for somebody of her age. Those memories went back to dignitaries she had met, a horse she once owned, and her childhood. I'm a minister in Dunfermline, and she recalled that she owned a horse that was called Dunfermline many years ago. I think it was nearly 40 years ago. That had won some races for her, Greenshields said. She went back to her time when she was very young staying in Balmoral, spoke very warmly of her time with her father and her mother there. I remember asking her how many countries she had visited. She couldn't recall how many, but she certainly then started talking about a wide range of people she had met across the world. Elizabeth, Britain's longest reigning monarch and a towering presence on the world stage for 70 years, died peacefully on Thursday afternoon after her health deteriorated. Asked about the Queen's mood during their meals, which were also attended by Princess Anne and others, Greenshields said, "Very upbeat, very engaged with everybody, asking everybody how they were doing, and making sure that everybody was being looked after and were at their ease." The conversation also turned to the war in Ukraine. She spoke about how vexed she was about what was happening in Ukraine, Greenshields said. "Obviously somebody who lived through a war in Europe, and to be seeing war in Europe again would be something that would be of huge concern to her." Greenshields said he was surprised to hear about the Queen's death. There was no indicator that there was anything really seriously wrong, and she seemed, for her age, to have plenty of energy, and she seemed very relaxed, he said. Related articles: How to sign the royal website Book of Condolences, God Save the King's first official rendition at public memorial for Chu King Charles' speech in full as monarch addresses nation. NTA's 2022 postponed as ITV shake-up schedule for Queen tributes. Piers Morgan delivers dig to Meghan Markle as kids gain royal titles.